which is responsible for characteristic properties. Functional group may be defined as the atoms, a group of atoms joined in a specific manner for a characteristic properties, for a characteristic responsible for characteristic chemical properties. Characteristics chemical properties. The functional group may be defined as an atom or group of atoms joined in a specific manner which is responsible for the characteristic chemical properties, responsible for the characteristic chemical properties of the organic compounds. The example are hydroxyl group, aldehyde group, and carboxylic group. Aldehyde or hydroxyl group, aldehyde group, and carboxyl group. Carboxylic acid group, hydroxyl group, aldehyde group, carboxylic acid group, hydroxyl group, aldehyde group, carboxyl carboxylic acid group. Characteristic chemical properties. A group or a series of organic compounds, each containing a characteristic functional group. Each containing a characteristic functional group forms a homologous series. A group of series of an organic compound universe, each containing characteristic functional group. हर एक में क्या universe functional group universe एउटा characteristic particular functional group universe homologous series मा homologous series के हो का यो के भन्छ त्यसलाई organic compound को series हो जसमा characteristic functional group लागेको हुन्छ forms a homologous series and the number of the series are homologs. Number of the series, members and the members of the series are called homologs. Homologous series को members हो. The member of the homologous series can be represented by molecular formula and successive member differ from each other. Ayo. The members of homologous series can be represented by a general formula and the successive members differ from each other in molecular formula by a CH2 unit. There are a number of homologous series of organic compounds. Some of these are alkane, alkene, alkyne. These are homologous series, okay? Alkane, alkene, alkyne, alkanals, alkanols, alkanon, and alkanoic acids. Even amines are homologous series of organic compound. Nomenclature of organic compound. Okay, I have done this one, okay? Some common name. Formic acid, redundant. Buckminster fullerenes is common. Buckminster fullerenes, C60. A systematic name of organic compound is generally derived by identifying the parent hydrocarbons. Generally derived by identifying parent chain or parent hydrocarbons. Functional group Fg attached to it. See the example given below. OH is functional group. Br is also a functional group. Branches CH3. By further using prefix and suffix, the parent name can be modified to obtain the actual name. By further using prefix and suffix, the parent name can modify to obtain the actual name. Compounds containing carbon hydrogen only are called hydrocarbons. Compound containing carbon hydrogens are called hydrocarbons. Containing only, okay, carbon and hydrogen. Compounds containing carbon and hydrogen only are called hydrocarbons. A hydrocarbon is termed saturated if it contains carbon single bond. Saturated hydrocarbon single bond. IUPAC name for homologous series of such compound is alkane. Okay, single bond hydrocarbons. IUPAC name alkanes. IUPAC name homologous series. The IUPAC name for homologous series of saturated compounds is alkane. Paraffin, Latin little affinity, was the earlier name given to these compounds. Okay, paraffin को पहले क्या बोलते थे? Little affinity. Paraffin is the was the earlier name given to this compound. Okay, alkene को ही paraffin बोलते हैं. Paraffin was the earlier name given to this compound. Unsaturated hydrocarbons are those which contain two or one or two or maybe more double bond or triple bond. Unsaturated hydrocarbons are the one which contain at least one carbon double bond or triple bond. Unsaturated hydrocarbons are those which contain at least one carbon double bond or triple bond. Okay, saturation hydrocarbons can be I have to write this again. The IUPAC system of nomenclature. System of nomenclature. NOMEN nomenclature. CLATURE. The IUPAC system of nomenclature. The IUPAC system of nomenclature. The IUPAC system of a systematic name of organic compound is generally derived by identifying the parent hydrocarbon functional group. Okay. Identify parent chain functional group FG attached to it and substitute or branch. By further using prefix and suffix, the parent name can be modified to obtain the actual name. The parent name can be modified to obtain the actual name. Compound containing carbon and hydrogen only are called hydrocarbons. Okay, the parent name can be modified to obtain the actual name. Compounds containing carbon and hydrogen only are called hydrocarbons. It's okay. By further using prefix and suffix, parent name can be modified. Prefix and suffix. SUFFIX suffix. Prefix and suffixes are used. The parent name can be modified to obtain the actual name. Parent name को modify किया जाता है. The parent name can be modified to obtain the actual name. Combining carbon and hydrogen only are called hydrocarbons. Parent name. Hydrocarbons. Compounds containing carbon and hydrogen only. Okay. At least one hydrocarbon. At least one double bond / triple bond. Alkane. Paraffin.
Here's some information that might help.
A mixture of saturated, a flammable, translucent, waxy solid consisting of mixture of saturated hydrocarbons obtaining by distillation from petroleum or sale and used in candles, cosmetic polishes and sealing and waterproofing compounds. Paraffin. Okay. Paraffin and alkene.
Alkanes, sometimes called paraffins, have only single bonds, while alkenes, sometimes called olefins, have a carbon-carbon double bond, and alkynes have a carbon-carbon triple bond. All alkanes have the general formula CnH2n plus 2, where N is the number of carbon atoms in the compound.
CnH2n, 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 CnH2n. Okay, so paraffin, alkane. Alkane called paraffin. 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 Alkane. Olefins. O-L-I. O-L-E. Oli. O-L-E. Olefins. F-I-N-S. Fins. Olefins. Olefins. A hydrocarbon is termed saturated if it contains only carbon-carbon single bonds. The IUPAC name for a homologous series of such compounds is alkane. Paraffin, that little affinity. Okay. Was earlier name given to these compounds. Unsaturated hydrocarbons are those which contain at least one carbon-carbon double or triple bond. Olefins, alkane, paraffin, alkane. Okay, paraffins are alkane, sometimes called alkane. The IUPAC nomenclature of alkene. Okay, first I won't write anything. I'll just go thorough, okay, with everything without writing. Later write it. Okay, IUPAC IUPAC nomenclature of alkene. IUPAC nomenclature. Nomenclature. CLATURE. Nomenclature. IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC nomenclature of alkanes. Alkanes. KANES. Alkanes of alkanes. IUPAC nomenclature of alkanes. You have to read. You don't have any options. Just do it. So just do it. IUPAC nomenclature of alkane. Straight chain hydrocarbons. The name of such compounds are based on their chain structure. The name of such compounds are the name of such IUPAC nomenclature of IUPAC nomenclature of IUPAC nomenclature of alkanes. Straight chain hydrocarbons. IUPAC nomenclature of alkanes. 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 Straight chain hydrocarbons. The name of such compounds are based on their chain structure. IUPAC nomenclature of alkane. I can say straight chain hydrocarbons. Straight chain hydrocarbons. The name of such compounds are based on their chain structure. Based on their chain structure and end with suffix n. Carry prefix indicating the number of carbons. Carry prefix. This is important. Carry prefix indicating the number of carbon atoms present in the chain except from CH4 to C4H10. What is this? The name of such compounds are based on their chain structure and end with suffix "ene." Straight chain hydrocarbon. Okay. Hmm. Indicating the number of carbon atoms present in the chain except from CH4, methane to butane, except from methane to butane. Prefix indicating and carry a prefix indicating the number of carbon atom present in the chain. CH4 तक नहीं होगा. Okay. Where the prefixes are derived from trivial names. Where the prefixes are derived from trivial names. The IUPAC name of straight chain saturated hydrocarbons are given in table 12.2. The IUPAC name of some straight chain saturated hydrocarbons are given in table 12.2. The alkane in table 12.2 differ from each other by merely, okay, the alkanes differ from each other by merely the number CH2, obviously, group in the chain. They are homologues of alkane. They are homologues of alkane because they are differing with CH2 unit. They are differing with CH2 unit. Methane CH4, methane CH4, methane CH4, ethane C2H6, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, C6H14 hexane, C5H12 pentane, C4H10 butane, H8 propane, okay, heptane, octane, nonane, decane, okay, there are only two are important, C7, C8. We can write it, right? We have that formula, CnH2n, alkane. For alkane I can write it, if I have C6H2 into 6, that's it. I can calculate it easily. Like if there is 6 carbon, n is number of carbons, right? C6H14, C6H, so 6 is 12. There are only 12. This is for alkenes, no? You are writing for alkane. Alkane ko CnH2n plus 2. This is for alkane. These two are important. Icosane C20H42. Icosane, okay, icosane, icosane. Contain DNA. Triacontin, isocene, C20 and C30, okay? Icosane, C20, okay, 20 into 2, 42, right? 30 into 2, 30 into C30, triacontin, 30, 2 into 30, that is 62, yep, 62. Triacontin, icosane and triacontin. Triacontin is C30, whereas icosane is C20. Triacontin. Branch chain hydrocarbons, branch chains, okay, युकी भयो straight chain hydrocarbons थे, okay, alkanes को बनाते थे. Branch chain hydrocarbons. In a branch chain hydrocarbon, in a branch chain compound, small chains of carbon atoms are attached. Carbon atoms are attached at one or more carbon atoms of the parent chain. The small carbon chains branches are called alkyl group. It's okay. It's okay. You have to study branch chain hydrocarbons in a branch chain compound. Small chains of carbon atoms are attached to branch chain hydrocarbons. Okay, this is in a branch chain compound. Small chains of carbon atoms are attached at one or more carbon. Okay, small chain, Sansano chain compounds in a branch chain compound. Small chain, a small chain of a small chain of atoms are attached at one or more carbon atom. You don't have to one or more carbon atom. The small carbon chain branches are called alkyl groups. They are called alkyl groups. For example, methyl, meth, prop. This is methyl. This is ethyl. In order to name such compounds, the name of the alkyl group are prefixed. In order to name such compounds, the name of alkyl groups are prefixed to the name of parent alkane. Okay, methyl, ethyl. In order to name such compounds, in order to name such compounds, in order to name such compounds, the names of alkyl group are prefixed to the name of parent alkane. In order to name such compounds, the name of alkyl groups are prefixed to the name of parent alkane. And it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Just study. In order to name such compounds, the name of alkyl group are prefixed. Okay. In order to name such compound, the name of alkyl group are prefixed. The name of alkyl group like prefix मा लेख्नु पर्छ. Prefix to the name of parent chain. An alkyl group is derived from a saturated hydrocarbon. Alkyl group कहाँबाट आएको? Derived from saturated hydrocarbons. कहाँबाट हो? Saturated alkyl group parent को name को अगाडिपट्टि लेख्नुपर्छ. यो के हुन्छ? Saturated hydrocarbons बाट derived भएको. It is derived from saturated hydrocarbons by removing a hydrogen atom from carbon. Derived from saturated hydrocarbon by removing a hydrogen atom from carbon. By removing a hydrogen atom from carbon. Thus CH4 becomes CH3. Thus CH4 के हुन्छ? CH3 बनिन्छ. Okay. An alkyl group is derived from a saturated hydrocarbon by removing a hydrogen atom from carbon. Thus CH4 becomes CH3 and is called methyl group. Thus CH4 becomes CH3 and is called methyl group. Methyl group bans. Okay. An alkyl group is derived from a saturated hydrocarbon by removing a hydrogen atom from carbon. The CH4 becomes CH3 and it's called methyl group. An alkyl group is named by substituting YL, alkyl group. An alkyl group is named by substituting YL for ane and the corresponding alkane. Some alkyl groups are listed in table 12.3. An alkyl group is derived from a saturated hydrocarbon by removing a hydrogen atom from carbon. An alkyl group is derived from a saturated hydrocarbon by removing a hydrogen atom from An alkyl group is derived from a saturated hydrocarbon by removing a hydrogen atom from carbon. Thus CH4 becomes CH3 and is called methyl group and is called methyl group and is called methyl group. An alkyl group is named by substituting YL for ANE. Methyl group. An alkyl group is named alkyl YL. Add YL. Methyl for ANE. The corresponding alkane. Some alkyl groups are listed in table molecular formula. This is molecular formula. केमिकल formula ना बोल के molecular formula बोल सकते हैं हम लोग इसे. Molecular formula और chemical formula. What is the basic difference between chemical formula and molecular formula?
A chemical formula is a more general term that can be applied to inorganic compounds, acids, bases, salts, molecules, etc. A molecular formula, on the other hand, should be applied only to molecules, covalently bonded materials. There are three main types of chemical formulas: empirical, molecular, and structural. Empirical formulas show the simplest whole number ratio of atoms in a compound. Molecular formulas show the number of each type of atom in a molecule, and structural formulas show how the atoms in a molecule are bonded to each other.
Molecular. A bond should be applied to molecules. Formula. Type of chemical formula here applied to only to molecules. Covalently bonded materials. Okay, covalently bonded materials. CH4 methane, C2H6 ethane, C3H8 propane, C4H10 butane, C10H2 decane, H22 decane. Methane, ethane, propane, butane, decane. Methane, ethane, propane, butane, decane. इसको मिथाइल, इथाइल, प्रोपाइल, ब्यूटाइल, डेकाइल. करेक्ट. वाई एल ऐड करना है ना ANE को रिप्लेस करके. Abbreviations are used for some alkyl group. For example, methyl is MT. Methyl is methyl MT. MEO, not MT. Methyl is me. Methyl is me. ET is ethyl. ET is ethyl. Propyl को PR. PR is propyl. Ethyl. ME, ethyl. ET, propyl, PR. And butyl, BU. Butyl as BU. Butyl as BU. ET is for ethyl, PR for propyl, and butyl BU. Okay. The alkyl group can be branched. The alkyl groups can be branched also. Thus, propyl and butyl groups can have branch structure as shown below. Alkyl group can be branched. Thus, propyl and butyl groups can have branch structures as shown below. Okay, CH3 ये वाला अल्काइल आइसोप्रोपाइल हो गया. कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. आइसोप्रोपाइल, सेकेंडरी ब्यूटाइल, आइसोब्यूटाइल, टर्सरी ब्यूटाइल, सेकेंडरी ब्यूटाइल. एक कार्बन से दुईटा जोडेको छ नि त दुईटा कार्बन जोडेको छ सेकेंडरी ब्यूटाइल. मैं कैसे करूंगी, मुझे ही नहीं आता. CH3 CH2 CH3 CH, आइसोब्यूटाइल, टर्सरी ब्यूटाइल, नियोपेंटाइल, Common branched groups have a specific trivial names. Common branched groups have specific trivial names. For example, propyl group can either be n-propyl. Common branched groups have specific trivial names. Common branch groups have a specific trivial name. For example, propyl groups can either be n-propyl group or isopropyl group. Common branch groups have a specific trivial names. For example, the propyl group can be n-propyl group and isopropyl group. The branched butyl groups are called secondary butyl. Common branch groups have specific trivial names. For example, common branch groups have specific trivial names. Common branch groups have specific trivial names. For example, the propyl group, alhamdulillah. Propyl group. Common branch groups have a specific trivial name. For example, the propyl group can either be n-propyl group or isopropyl group. Common branch groups have specific trivial names. For example, the propyl group can either be n-propyl group or isopropyl group. The propyl group can either be n-propyl group or isopropyl group. The branched butyl groups are called secondary butyl, isobutyl, tertiary butyl group. We also encounter the structural unit CH2C CH3 whole thrice, which is called neopentyl group. I think I have to do this one again from here to up to here. Even this one is incomplete. Common or trivial names of some organic compounds. I really have to learn this both. Nomenclature of branch chain alkene. From there it's going to start. Okay, so just do it. From here it's the real nomenclature. Real nomenclature is going to start from there. Nomenclature of organic compounds having functional group. Okay, priority of functional group is important. All the thing that I studied till now is not so important. Okay, this one, this two part. Okay. Are you basic nomenclature of alkene? Methyl. PR. This butyl. Methyl, propyl, ethyl, butyl. Methyl is every me, propyl and butyl. Alkyl groups can be branched also. This propyl and butyl group can have branch structure as shown below. Isopropyl, secondary butyl, isobutyl. There are almost 9 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 chapters, I guess. Methyl, propyl, ethyl, butyl. Methyl, propyl, ethyl, butyl. Okay. Done. Till here it is done. common branch groups have a specific trivial name. For example, propyl group can be N-propyl group or isopropyl group. The branch butyl groups are called secondary butyl, isobutyl, tertiary butyl, and butyl too. We also encounter the structural unit CH2, C, CH3 whole thrice, which is called neopentyl. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, neopentyl. They are called neopentyl. I have to practice a lot. Neopentyl. They are called neopentyl. Surrounded by CH3 group from 3 side, and one side is surrounded by one side is attached to CH2 group. There are total 5 carbons, including the central carbon atom. Nomenclature of branched chain alkenes. Nomenclature of branched chain alkene. Branch chain alkene. Nomenclature of branch chain alkene. We encounter a number of branch chain alkenes. We encounter a number of branched chain alkene. The rules of the naming them are given below. Okay, first of all, longest carbon chain in the molecule is identified. In the example 1, there are total 9 carbons, and in the example 2, there are 8 carbons. So this one is the correct numbering. The longest chain has 9 carbon, and it is considered as parent or a root chain. Parent or root chain. In the example given below, longest chain has 9 carbons. Okay, if I count from here 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, carbons, and it is considered as a parent or a root chain. Selection of parent chain as shown in 2 is not correct because it has only 8 carbons. Not correct. Longest chain should be the longest carbon chain in the molecule is identified as parent chain. Longest carbon chain is identified as astaghfirullah, parent chain, CHAIN, as parent chain. Okay, then we have number 2. The carbon atoms of parent chain are numbered to identify the parent alkene and to locate the position of the carbon atoms at which branching takes place. Due to the substitution of alkyl group in the place of hydrogen atom, actually I have to read this sentence again. The carbon atoms of parent chain are numbered to identify the parent alkane. The carbon atoms of the parent chain are numbered to identify the parent alkane and to locate the position of carbon atoms at which branching takes place due to substitution of alkyl group in place of hydrogen atom. The carbon atom of parent chains are numbered to identify the parent alkene and to locate the position of carbon atoms at which branching takes place due to the substitution of alkyl group in place of hydrogen atoms. The carbon atoms of the parent chain chain are numbered to identify the parent alkane. Are you sure? I think so. The carbon atoms of the parent chains are numbered to identify the parent alkane and locate the position of carbon atom at which branching takes place. The carbon atoms of the parent chain are numbered to identify the parent alkane. The carbon atoms of the parent chain. The carbon atoms of the parent chain are numbered to identify the parent alkane. The carbon atom of the parent chain are numbered to identify the parent alkane. And locate the position of carbon atoms at which branching takes place. किन नम्बरिङ गर्छ भन्दाखेरि पेरेन्ट चेनको नाम नम्बरिङले नै दिन्छ, बुझ्यो? 1 2 3 4 कतिवटा छ भनेर। पेरेन्ट चेनको ओके पेरेन्ट एल्केन कुन चाहिँ हो भनेर त्यसको लागि नम्बरिङ हुन्छ। अर्को चाहिँ यो कुन चाहिँ पोजिसनमा सब्स्टिट्युट आएर बसेको छ त्यसको लागि हो। And to locate the position of carbon atom at which branching takes place due to the substitution of alkyl group in place of hydrogen atoms. The numbering is done in such a way that the branched carbon atoms get the lowest possible number. The numbering is done in such a way that the branched carbon atom get the lowest possible number. 2 number छ, okay. Is done in such a way that the branched carbon atom gets the lowest possible number. The numbering is done such the branched carbon atom get the lowest possible number. Thus, the numbering in the above example should be from left to right. 3 2 plus 6 6 7 8 6. If I have done this from this side, 1 2 3 5 6 7 8 9, okay. 2 plus 6 8, right? From this side, or 4 plus 8 12. Branching at carbon atom 2 and 6 and not from right to left, giving number 4 and 8. Yeah. Not from at which the branches are attached. Okay, here 6 7 8 2 and 6. The names of alkyl group attached as a branch are the name of alkyl group attached as a branch are then prefixed to the name of the parent alkane. The name of alkyl group attached as a branch. The name of alkyl group attached as a branch are then prefixed to the name of the parent alkane. The name of alkyl group attached as a branch are then prefixed to the name of the parent alkane. And position of the substituent is indicated by the and position of the substituents is I and position of the substituent. The name of the prefix to the name of the appropriate number. So the compound shown above is 6-ethyl, 6-ethyl 2-methyl, methyl nonene, 6-ethyl 2-methyl nonene, 6-ethyl 2-methyl nonene, 6-ethyl 2-methyl nonene. Note the numbers are separated from groups. Numbers are separated from groups by hyphens and there are no breaks between methyl and nonene. Methyl and nonene. Alkyl group attached. Okay, this is 3A. Alkyl group attached as brands. The name of alkyl group attached as brands are then prefixed. Advanced group must be prefixed. Must be prefixed. Prefix to pairing chain. Okay. Position of substituent is indicated by a prefix number. Is given by is numbers. It's okay. Position of substituent is indicated by appropriate number by numbers. It's okay. Position of substituent is given by numbers. If different alkyl groups are present, alkyl group present, alphabetic order must be followed. Applicable. Example 6-ethyl ETHYL ethyl 2-methyl THYL methyl nonene. Nonene. The numbers are separated from groups by hyphen. Separate hyphens. And there is no break between methyl and nonene. Methyl and nonene, it's okay. If two or more identical substituents are present, then the numbers are separated by commas. If two or more identical substituent group if two or more identical substituent groups are present, then the numbers are separated by commas. If two or more identical substituent groups are present, then the numbers are separated by commas. The name of the identical substituents are not repeated. Instead, prefix such as di for 2, tri for 3, tetra for 4, penta for 5, hexa for 6, etc. More than two identical substituent groups. Two or more identical substituent groups are present and the numbers are separated by comma. Okay, are used. Okay, while writing the name of the substituent, while writing the name of the substituent in alphabetical order, this prefixes, however, are not considered. I just focus here. While writing the name of the substituent in alphabetical order, while writing the name of the substituent in alphabetical order, these prefix, however, are not considered. Thus, the following compounds are named as यसलाई हुन्छ 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 जुनै साइडबाट गर्दा पनि सेम हुँदैछ हैन 2 4 2,4 2,4 हाइफन dimethyl pentane 2,4 dimethyl pentane. Okay, and for this one 2,2 dimethyl hyphen 4 methyl trimethyl na 2,2 4 trimethyl pentane. Okay, I got it. 3 ethyl 4. Okay, 3 ethyl 1 2 3 okay. 1 2 there are 4, right? These are 4 1 2. This is ethyl group. 3 ethyl 4 4 methyl dimethyl heptane. Okay, 2 4 dimethyl pentane 2 2 4 trimethyl pentane trimethyl pentane trimethyl pentane 3 4 5 6 7 8 14 15. Two or more identical substituent groups are present. Present. The numbers are separate. Y, CONMS. I have to do it, commas. The number of identical substituents are not repeated. The name of identical substituents are not repeated. The name of identical substituent are not repeated. Instead, names do not repeat. Names of not repeated. Separated by commas. Must two or more identical substituents substituent groups are present, then the number are separated by commas. Name of identical substituents are substituent. Name of identical substituent not repeated, instead is separated by commas. Two or more identical substituent groups are not. Two or more identical substituent groups are present. Then the numbers are separated by commas. Name of identical substituents not repeated, instead by commas. Name of identical substituent not repeated, instead separated by commas, and they use name of identical substituent not repeated, instead prefixes like die, etc. are used. Astaghfirullah. While writing the name of the substituent in alphabetical order, the substituents in alphabetical order, these prefixes, however, are not considered. While writing the name of the substituent in alphabetical order, these prefixes, however, are not considered. Thus, two, four, dimethyl, 4-dimethyl, pentane, pentane, 2,4-dimethyl pentane. I can't more, but I have to. You have to, Ima. You have to. You can do it. 2,4-dimethyl, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, trimethyl pentane. Trimethyl pentane. It's just 10. Trimethyl pentane. 2,4-dimethyl pentane. 2,2,4 trimethyl pentane. 1, 2, 3. 2,2,4 trimethyl pentane. So here 3-ethyl, 2,2-dimethyl heptane. 3-ethyl, 4,4-dimethyl heptane. Okay, got it. It's so irritating. But I have to do it. Anyways. Just do it. Doing. I don't want to study, but I have to study. Study, bro. See, if the two substituents are found in equivalent position, the lowest number is given to the one coming first in the alphabetical listing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. मैंने नहीं पढ़ना पड़ेगा. The lowest number is given to the one coming first in the alphabetical listing. Thus, the following compound is 3-ethyl 6-methyl octane and not 6-ethyl 3-methyl octane. मैंने नहीं पढ़ना भाई साहब. 3-ethyl 4,4-dimethyl. If the two substituents are found in equivalent position, the lower number is given to the one coming first in the alphabetic order. If the two substituents are found in equivalent position, the lower number. If two substituents are found in equivalent position, the lower number is given to the one coming first in the alphabetical order. lower number is given to the one coming first in alphabetic listing. If both subs in position, the lower number is given to the one coming first in the alphabetical listing. Three-ethyl 6-methyl-octane. The following compound is not 6-ethyl 3-methyl-nonane. Okay. Example 6-3-ethyl 6-methyl methyl-octane. 6-methyl. Chhana marma octane methyl-octane. It's okay. You don't have to go if you don't want to, but you have to study right now. 3-ethyl 6-methyl-octane. 3-ethyl 6-methyl-octane. 3-methyl 6-ethyl-octane. 3-methyl 6-ethyl. Ayyo. I got 83. Okay. That's nice. The branch alkyl group can be named by following. It's like 90 and 90, yeah. The branched alkyl group can be named by the following. Study, please. You must study. The branched alkyl group can be named by following the above mentioned procedures. The branched alkyl group can be named. Lower number is given to the one coming first in the alphabetical listing. 3-ethyl. Ethyl को जल्दी मिलाना. 3-ethyl. E first.